Okay, we got it open. So let's go by and check the mail before we go in the house and see if the mailman has been here. I don't think he's been here yet. I know sometimes a mail person does get here. I want to say 1 something. Sometimes he'll get here at 3 something. I guess it depends on what it is. But we'll go by and check. We'll go by and check the mail. And we're going to see exactly if it's there or not. Perhaps they've already delivered, right? So let's see. If not, we'll check it in the morning. Because you know me. Once I get in the house, that's usually it. That's usually it, baby. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Not unless I really need to. I don't even understand why you on the wrong side of the parking lot coming down the way. Like, for real. I guess they wasn't expecting somebody to be coming through. Like, I don't understand. Oh, our mail person is here. All right, y'all. So we're going to sit here. And we're going to wait for the mail person to finish with the mail. And then we're going to go check our mail. That's what we going to do. So we're going to sit here and be peachy. We're going to be real peachy. And wait. Because I think he might have just started, honestly. He might have just started probably in the last 30 minutes. Maybe it's 40 minutes, something like that. I don't know. Because I still see him with like 2 crates. So he might have just started. And baby, I ain't going over there trying to get all in my mailbox or anything like that. Because I'm sure he'll be looking like, if you don't wait until I'm finished, like, don't do that. You probably won't be seeing none of your stuff. You mess with this mail while I'm trying to put this stuff in here. You know, y'all don't play with the people at the post office. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't play with people who handle your money, who handle your food, who handle your children or loved ones. Because you don't want people to mistreat them. You really don't. But you want good people. If they're not good people, you need to go and remove them from your family and loved ones. You know, if they're taking care of them. You don't want that. Even if it's your own family. If that means you got to go over there and have that person come stay with you, then that's what you do. It's like I said, for me, myself, my grandmother, before she passed, before she would come stay with me, and I used to ask her. I just happened to get back off of a family cruise with my family. And I go to where my grandmother was, where she was staying at. And I saw the situation, and I wasn't happy with it. For me, I believe that she deserved better. And I didn't like seeing my grandma. Even if she agreed to it and that's what she wanted to do, I didn't like seeing my grandma on no air mattress. And I kept telling my grandma, I got a second room. You can come stay with me. You know, we can get your bed and stuff out of storage. And you can just stay with me. My grandma kept telling me, if I'm fine where I'm at. If I change my mind, I'll let you know. She kept telling me that, And I just wasn't happy with seeing what I was seeing. That's not how I thought she should be. And so one day my grandmother fell trying to go to the restroom with her walker. And it caused her to, when she fell with the walker, the wheel, like the little brake things that's at the back of the wheels on the push walkers. When she fell, it split like the side of her eye. And my cousins were calling my other cousin. And at the time I worked at night. And so my other cousin that was called worked at night. And this is before I switched over to day shift. And I'm looking like, okay, when he called me, He's like, I'm at work and I really can't leave right now. He said, but they're calling me. I said, well, why didn't anybody just go and take her to the hospital? Why are they calling you to to take her to the emergency room? I said, where are their parents? And he was like, I don't know. He said, I think they're there. I really don't know. So I called and I'm asking what's going on. And they were saying, she fell and everything, but she's all right or whatever it is. They gave her ice pack to put on her eye and stuff like that. So I'm not knowing any differently. So I said, okay, well, I'm like, well, my cousin told me that she needs to go to the emergency room. Y'all called her talking about going to the emergency room. Why there's nobody taking her? He was like, well, I think she's fine now. I said, okay, I'm about to leave work and I'm gonna come on over there and see if she needs to go. So I called my supervisor because the supervisor was off at that particular night. And I explained to him I have a family emergency. I got to go. I got to go take my grandmother to the emergency room. I got to go. So he told me to call the day shift supervisor, who usually comes in about 6 a.m., right? He comes in about 5:30 sometimes. I should say about 5:30. And so I finished doing what I was doing, put my items up, and when I finished doing that, I let the people I was working with, hey, I gotta go. I said, so I'm about to call the day shift supervisor and let them know. And I called him and I let him know, and he said, okay, he understand that wasn't nobody gonna be there by the time he got there. And so only people that was gonna be there is the rest of the night shift. And so he said, okay. And as I was leaving, he was pulling up. And I said, all right, I got to go. And so I get in my vehicle and I drive on where my grandmother's at. And I get there. Took them a while to come to the door. But they finally came on to the door, open the door. And I go over there and I see my grandma. And she has the ice pack on her eye. And I asked her, I said, well, can you take it down for me so I can see what your eye looks like? Because she had it, I think it was the right side of her face. I don't think it was the left. She had it up here. No, it was the left, because when I was looking at her, it was up here. So I couldn't really see her face or her eye. And when she took it down, her whole left side of her face was swollen, and so was her eye was very swollen. I said, no. I said, we need to go into the emergency room. I said, because you fell. They need to make sure that you don't have any broken bones. They need to make sure there's no concussion or, nothing is going on with your eye because it looks bad. She said, really looks bad? I said, yes, it looks bad. And I'm looking at my cousins and my uncle. And I'm like, y'all didn't seem to think that this was bad enough to take her to the emergency room. Like, y'all thought this was okay. And I didn't say anything to anybody. I just looked and I just told her, come on, let's get you dressed. Let's get you dressed. And so we going to the emergency room, which, hospital wasn't no more than 7 minutes up the road. So we get there. And they look at her, they do the x-rays, and they do MRI, because they wanted to make sure she didn't have any type of concussion. They wanted to make sure she didn't have any broken bones. And when it was time for us to leave, hours later, when I had to wheel my grandmother back out to my vehicle, and the nurse stayed with her while I went to go get my vehicle to come up to the turn area, pick her up where you can pick up the patients. And my grandmother got in the car and I asked her. I said, I know you told me you would tell me, if you wanted to come to my house and you would let me know. So I'm going to ask you now. Do you want to go back there? Do you want to go back to the house? Because like I said, I have 2 bedrooms. My daddy, can go get your bed and stuff out of storage, and they can go ahead and set it up. My grandmother looked at me and she said, no. She said, I'll come on to your house. And I said, all right, I'll call my daddy and tell him, if they can get your bed and stuff out of storage. And so my daddy could set it up. And my grandmother looked at me and she said, well, can I sleep on your couch until your dad puts my bed together? That broke my heart. And I told my grandma, I said, no. You sleep in my bed and I sleep on the couch until my daddy gets your bed together. But there's no way, shape, form, or fashion I'm going to have my grandma sleeping on my couch. No. Even though my grandma said my bed was too low, because she likes a high bed. But, yeah. I was not happy with that setup. Even if she agreed to it, even if she initiated and that's what she wanted. For me, that was a no. That was a no. In my book, that's a straight hell no. Like, I give up my bed to my family, my friends to come to visit or stay. I'll give you what I have. And if my bed is taken, I'll give you the bigger couch. And I'll sleep on the smaller one, or I'll sleep on the floor. But, no. I try my best to do. I'm not the greatest person. I'm not the nicest person. I have my moments and I have funky ways about myself. This I know. But if I have it, I'll give it to you. I have it, I'll give it to you. So, that didn't sit well with me. That didn't sit well with me at all. Even though me and my grandma we be going back and forth, honey. Like cats and dogs or more. And I remember my sister used to say, and I used to tell her, she was like, you have all the memories. You have memories with things. And I said, because I go over there. I said, I don't care anything about my grandma being mad or upset. I said, if she show you her teeth, you show her yours. Because she used to say, she would ask my grandma if she wanted to go eat or go somewhere. My grandma was like, no, I'm just going to stay here in the house or whatever it is. I said, well, why don't you just go on and get the lunch yourself or go get what you going to eat and bring it back to the house and just watch TV with her and sit there with her. You could have did that even if she didn't want to go. Even though my grandmother did not like me taking pictures of her, and like I would take pictures all the time. When I tell you, my family called me paparazzi on my daddy's side. They call me paparazzi because I want to capture the moments while I can. Because one day you're going to look back and some things you will remember and other things you won't. So it might be a picture that you'll come across and you'll be like, I forgot about that. I remember this. But, I don't know. My grandmother could, as much as we used to argue and all that and with each other, hell, she might thought I was a horrible person. I don't know. But I'm glad I got to spend the last months with my grandmother before she passed. She stayed with me because she was battling cancer. She had breast cancer. Then it went into remission. And then it came back, I want to say like 5 years past, something like that. It came back. And not only was it attached to her breast, it was also attached to her lungs. So, she went through that battle for a long time. And from there, yeah, he's still doing the mail. you know, I'm glad I had that chance to be with her. And as much as we used to argue and, you know, everything, I loved her so. I love both of my grandmothers so. I love them very much. Still miss them. Got plenty of, you know, loved ones you miss. And I'm glad I had that chance and opportunity to be with her to that point. So, you know, goes to say, if you don't like the situation that your loved ones are in, you can help, and you can help fix it, then do that. You do that if they allow it. Because, baby, your older elders, you know, aren't going to take a lot of stuff. They'll probably give you a lot of hemming and hawing, willing to tell you where to go, what flight to take, and they're willing to whoop your ass probably in between time. But just be there for them. Be there for them. Whatever it is that they want, they've earned it. Whatever it is, if they say they want chicken wings every day, go and give that to them. They've earned it. They've earned it. They've lived on this earth. We all gonna live on this earth to whatever age that we live to. And you get to, you know, as a age of being blessed, as they say. And you should be able to do what you want. Live how you want. Now, don't be wrong. You got someone very ornery and bullheaded, to where their living situation is not the best. Because I like one of my best friends, one of his family members. They keep trying to, because his family member, I think his child and his wife have passed, so it's just this particular family member. And you know, my best friend nor his mom is able to really take care of him. He really needs a living facility, but he refuses to go. And his home that he's in is not really up to standard, but he's not willing to leave it. He's not willing to leave it at all, honey. He don't want to. No, I don't care what's going on. He don't want to. So they have a hard time of trying to get him, you know, to a living facility, because even the nurses that come out was like, you know, he really can't be on his own. He really shouldn't be on his own, but he refuses to leave. And you can't really do too much about that. Especially if they still in their right mind, honey, they'll fight you. They'll fight you. I mean, seriously, physically. Some of them will fight you. So, I don't know. I don't know what you do at that point when it comes down to that. I don't have a clue. So, let's see. No, the mailman he's still doing his thing. Can't bother him. So, you know, do all you can. Do all you can. I just remember about what's that, by Shirley Caesar? Like the one who doesn't really have a lot, is willing to give you all that they got. And the one who has all that they have ain't willing to give you nothing. I don't know if y'all remember that song or not. It was a story about two brothers. And one stayed in trouble all the time, in and out of jail and everything. Always gave his mama just the blues. And her good son. Her good son who went off to school, got married, had kids, all that nice loveliness, right? But when it got to a point to where she needed now to go stay with someone and have someone take care of her, the one that she adored and loved so much as being her good child, wasn't willing to take on and have her stay because his wife didn't agree. And the one who had nothing was the one she looked at as a child that messed up all the time, always stayed in trouble, and gave her the blues. Was willing to give her all that he had. He said, Mama, I may not have much, but what I have is yours. And that's what it boils down to most of the time. I ain't got much, but it's yours. You know. Everybody don't have a good childhood. Some of them are not pleasant. Some of them are just horrific. Needless to say. And with that, I wouldn't want to, for me, myself, I wouldn't want to revisit my childhood, not to save my life. Not to save my life. I wouldn't. Is he done? Uh-oh. I think he done with the mail, y'all. Hold on. Okay, y'all. That was not my item. What was in the mail for me was a thing from Trump. It was a letter telling us about the stimulus thing that was dated April 15th that I got today. I was saying how they were going to direct deposit, the stimulus check into people's account. I'm like, okay, that's been going past, but that 2.2 trillion, you still got senior citizens and people on disability that don't have one. They ain't got it. Bryce, I take it. You better move your tail, baby, because I'll knock the dust off you. I'm just telling him the truth. You walking in the middle of the parking lot. I need you to move around. I guess he checking. He just doing his walk, I guess. But we done made it here to the house, buns. Like I said, only thing came was my mask and the filters. So I don't know why I have so many masks and the thing, because I believe I only ordered 2 for myself. And for my best friend, I ordered 3 for him, for him, his mother, and his other loved one, right? So I hope that's not what that is in here with all these put together, because these are like separate orders where one was supposed to be going somewhere else. So if it is not like how it is, then I gotta separate this and mail it to him, because like he said, he hasn't received it yet. And I hope they haven't messed it up like that. So I'll figure it out when I get in the house. All right, buns. I'm glad y'all made the commute home with me and everything. So I hope you are making it home safely yourself. You didn't have any meet and greets. You made it home safe and sound in one piece. No hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, or misunderstanding. Because I made it home peacefully. And I pray y'all do too. Hope you're able to get things done and you have a blessed day. I'll talk to you guys.